Hello everybody, my name is Tinkerbell, and this is a channel where I talk about things I have nobody else to talk to about. Before we get into the video, the disclaimer is that these are just my opinions, and all of these clips and information and things have been found on the internet. I mean no hate or negativity towards anybody mentioned in these videos, I just want to discuss and react to content. So today we are reacting to an AMBERLYNN read vlog that was originally posted on this date. First impressions. Her eyes look like they lost a little bit of light. She looks a little down and really low energy. She says she was behind on the vlogs. I wonder, how the relationship was doing at this time. Yeah, it was a little noticeable. It's probably good to spend some time out of the house. And before someone finds a 2-second clip from 8 years ago where she's tried this before, her hair. I will actually go feral for that food. It looks so good. V2, I will scrape a plate. I'm sorry. I was curious as to why AMBERLYNN might consider a $20 meal a normal or even cheap price, because to me that's a pretty expensive lunch. But she probably factors in DoorDash fees and delivery. But she probably factors in DoorDash tips and delivery fees into her normal meals, which means a $10 to $15 entree can easily become $20, $25. She says she tipped pretty high. Which, do we think she actually tips high, or do you think she just says that she does? There are so many jokes and things that could be said about the cat Lego, but I'm gonna choose kindness today. The cherries, are you calling me big? 4. How long does it take to go through wax melt? I have a scent sensitivity, so I don't like candles or wax melts or anything, but I was under the impression that those little packets last a really long time. Now, journal is really pretty, but I'm side-eyeing you because I know for a fact you already have at least 50 other journals. I wonder if all the love symbols will be triggering to have in the house after the breakup. Do you think that she kept these things, or do you think she'll end up getting rid of them? Between the Betsy Johnson dress, the LED light from her mom, and all of this new stuff, red lips are slowly becoming part of her brand. She did mention in her members-only livestream that she was going to discontinue the merch, so if you need some ideas, there's something. No, you're curating such a cute... No, you're curating such a cute aesthetic. Don't ruin it by just tossing that haphazardly. People talk about this a lot, where they say, oh, she always has an excuse for why she can't. People talk about this a lot, where they say, oh, she always has an excuse for why she gained weight. She can't ever admit that she just wanted to overeat, so she overate. And it's always something like... People talk about this a lot, where they say, oh, she always has an excuse for why she gained weight. She can't ever stop and say, oh, I wanted to overeat, so I overweight, and it made me gain weight. And I think you would go a long way to maybe be honest with the audience if that is true. I think for the most part, it is probably true. But I also wonder, and I think for the most part, what she said is probably true, but I also think that she takes that and says, oh, so it's impossible for me to do anything about this. But according to what she said, doctors have told her there are things that she can do to manage it. Maybe focusing on specifically treating that might be a more sustainable approach to losing weight. I mean, in the long run, it probably won't make a difference all that much in terms of your overall weight, but it might make you feel good to see some numbers go down, and it's something that's less lifestyle, like entire overarching lifestyle based. It's just some small things that you can do. Also, she did have a... Okay, so I guess that's all for that video. Not much, not anything super interesting. So now we're going to talk about the members only live stream that she posted on Tuesday, which I don't have access to. I don't have any clips from. I wish I wouldn't post them even if I did, because that probably, I don't want to run into any issues. But she apparently mentioned that she would be discontinuing the merch because it reminds her too much of Emily and they were working on it together, so it's just a sore spot right now, which... Do we think that she actually sees it as a sore spot, or do we think that she's using this as a bit of an excuse to not have to design her own merch? Because from my understanding, Tommy did seem to be doing all of the creative aspects. In this members only live stream, she also, what else does she mention? I also have heard from Reddit in particular that her members only live stream had only 20 viewers, which is probably a lot less than she anticipated and is a lot less than even I anticipated. I mean, she has 250,000 subscribers, I think. I also know that at least 2 of them, if not 3 or 4, were reaction channels and were people who subscribed and watched specifically to react to her and not just to support her. So, do we think that this is going to lead to more members-only live streams, or do you think she's going to discontinue them and alter? And on top of that, do we think that she is going to... And on top of that, do you think that she's going to admit that she's canceling the members-only live streams because of the lack of subscribers, or do you think she'll come up with a different reason? And where do you think that reason would be? Thank you so much for reacting with me. I hope you will discuss with me as well. I will see you in the next video.